Imagine Shawn Achor pacing across a Harvard classroom, flipping a simple idea upside down that most of us live by. Everyone thinks success leads to happiness. Nail that job, get the raise, then chill with joy. But what if I told you that formula's broken? That happiness actually powers success, firing up your brain like rocket fuel? That's the open door Shawn slips us into here. A door that, once wide open, flips your whole approach to work, life, and your crazy to-do list. So, what's this happiness advantage, and how does it hack your brain into winning mode? Stick with me, because it's more powerful and practical than you'd expect. So, what's wrong with the classic success formula? Shawn's got evidence that when we wait for success to bring happiness, we're stuck in line, forever behind the curve. But flipping that script changes everything. Let's see how. In one of Shawn's landmark studies at Harvard, he tracked hundreds of students, not just their grades, but their happiness levels. What he found? The happiest students scored better, got more scholarships, and fired off better social connections than their stressed-out peers. It was a full-on breakthrough. Happiness didn't follow success, it predicted it. But here's the kicker: how do you cultivate happiness when life feels like a pressure cooker? Shawn talks about the Tetris effect. Think about how after a long Tetris game, you start seeing those shapes everywhere, mentally slotting them in even real life. Our brains can be trained to scan the world for positive patterns, spotting opportunities hiding in the chaos. Imagine waking up your brain's pattern seeker every day so it finds potential deals, wins, ideas like a superpower you didn't know you had. When you flip the switch to happiness first, your brain starts firing on all cylinders. It's like swapping a dusty old bike for a rocket. You're faster, more creative, more resilient. Companies like UBS and KPMG found happier employees not only stuck around longer but delivered results that jumped off the charts. The secret? Positivity isn't fluffy. It's the secret weapon of serious success. Ever lost yourself in a game, then suddenly noticed its patterns in real life? That's the Tetris effect. But Shawn's got a twist. What if you trained your brain to spot *positive* patterns? Here's how it works. Alcoa, a massive aluminum company, was drowning in safety issues and lagging worker morale. When Paul O'Neill took over as CEO, he made one demand: zero accidents. This radical focus forced the company to start finding positive change opportunities in safety, the Tetris effect in action. Suddenly, workers weren't just avoiding harm, they were spotting chances to improve, innovate, and boost productivity. The result? Alcoa transformed into one of the most profitable companies worldwide, proving positivity isn't just nice, it's a business strategy. Think of your brain like a metal detector scanning the beach. Most of us tune it to beep at danger, problems, errors, stressors, so we miss all the shiny coins. Small wins, moments of gratitude, good news. Shawn's method flips that dial. By intentionally looking for positives, you train your mental detector to lock onto opportunities hiding in everyday noise, turning your brain into an asset-hunting machine primed for possibility. The payoff? When you routinely practice spotting positives, your brain's neural pathways strengthen those patterns. It's not magic, it's neuroplasticity. Your brain literally rewires for optimism. Over time, this rewiring makes you more creative, motivated, and calm under pressure. Imagine meeting a curveball and immediately spotting a hidden advantage instead of freezing or stressing out. Overwhelmed by big goals? Enter the Zorro Circle, cutting down huge challenges into bite-sized power moves. It's about mastering control and momentum. Let's unpack this little secret weapon. Remember Zorro? The masked hero took control not by fighting every bad guy at once, but by mastering a small circle he could defend perfectly. Shawn borrows this metaphor to explain how focusing on tiny, manageable goals first helps you regain control when life feels chaotic. It's not about conquering the world overnight, it's about conquering your own little corner. And guess what? That mastery expands faster than you expect. This principle works like stacking blocks. Each small victory is a solid, stable block that helps you build taller towers of success without wobbling. Instead of bombing yourself with massive goals that crush motivation, Zorro circles give you micro-habits and tight zones you can own. These focused efforts build momentum, confidence, and a clear path forward, kind of like winning round after round instead of losing a marathon on the first mile. Once you nail the first small circle, your brain's reward centers light up. You become obsessed with expanding that zone of mastery. Suddenly, bigger goals feel manageable because your brain has an example of success to build from. Shawn's research and coaching in companies worldwide show that people using this approach outperform others, not by reckless effort, but by smart, meaningful focus first. Lonely struggle drains your joy and power. Shawn's research pins social connection as one of the most potent happiness hacks. Here, how putting time in your relationships pays back in spades. Shawn worked with thousands of executives across 42 countries, and a clear pattern emerged. Those who regularly invested time in their friendships and family were far more resilient under pressure. One KPMG executive shared how checking in with colleagues during tough deadlines didn't slow him down, it recharged him. These social investments act as emotional safety nets that catch you when the going gets brutal, boosting both happiness and performance. Think of social investment like compound interest for your joy and motivation. Every heartfelt conversation, every kind message, every shared laugh deposits emotional capital in your bank. Over time, this compound effect creates an abundant reserve you can draw on when stress threatens to crash your system. It's not just feel-good mumbo-jumbo, it's brain science in action, making your internal fuel tank bigger and your lights brighter. The payoff? Studies show people with strong social ties have lower risks for mental and physical illnesses, improved immune systems, and clearer thinking under pressure. Shawn's research ties this to the brain's release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which lowers stress hormones while ramping up optimism and energy. In short, your network doesn't just keep you sane, it makes you unstoppable. So how do you actually get this happiness advantage? Shawn spills the secret. It's a habit, not a mood. Small, daily tweaks reprogram your brain for lasting joy and success. Here's your blueprint. In Shawn's experiments, just 5 minutes spent listing things you're thankful for each day flipped brain scans from stress mode to smile mode. One Harvard student reported that this tiny habit helped him sleep better, focus more, and stay calm during midterms. The beauty? It's simple, science-backed, and completely doable no matter how busy you are. Gratitude becomes a mental muscle you build, strengthening your happiness endurance. Meditation and journaling, as Shawn teaches, act like a mental moat, protecting your new positive paradigm from daily negativity floods. Regular meditation calms the mind's chatter, while journaling helps you process experiences and spot silver linings. These tools aren't just trendy, they're protective rituals that let you hold onto your happiness advantage amid chaos and challenge. People who adopt these daily rituals report explosive boosts in creativity, productivity, and even relationship quality. Shawn calls this the happiness habit, a series of small, intentional choices stacked daily that reprogram your brain's default to positivity. It's like turbocharging your mental engine, and now that you know the method, you can start the habit today. Remember Shawn pacing through Harvard, flipping the happiness success formula? Now you see why waiting for success to make you happy is like waiting for the bus that never comes. Instead, raise your happiness fuel first, retrain your brain like a Tetris master, start with your own Zorro circle, and bank on your social ties. Try this tonight. Write down 3 good things from your day. That tiny gratitude habit rewires your brain step by step. Happiness isn't a destination, it's your secret workhorse. Power it up daily, and success will chase you down. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.